Hey there, Capricorn. How's it going? I hope everything's going good with you and yours. We're looking at your weekly reading here for the week of April 18th. Jeez, how time is flying. But we're going to be looking at your past energy, your present energy, and looking at some potential future outcomes for you here. Hopefully everything's going to be going good. We're going to also tie everything up with some clarifiers and wrap it all up with a oracle message at the end, so you're going to stick around for that. If at any point this resonates, feel free to hit that like button. Lets me and YouTube know you like what I do here. Also feel free to leave a comment down below as well if you feel so inclined, because I always love to hear about that stuff too. So your card to keep an eye on this week is the Three of Pentacles. So that's just saying, like, work with others, work with teams, work with people, whether it's like in something like a business idea, like at work or something like that, or just your life in general. Don't be afraid to work with others here, because it's all about teamwork making the dream work here, which is beautiful. We got the Strength card underneath of that as well, so that's really telling us, like, play up to your strengths, like especially when you're in a group. Like, you focus on your strengths, right? Don't try to worry about what other people are doing. Just play your role, focus on what makes you you, which is really great. We're starting things off with your past cards. We got the Knight of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Cups here. I feel like you've recently walked away from something here, and I feel like it was something that was taking a lot out of you, I feel, because we got this Knight of Wands here, who's really talking about maybe you're dealing with someone who's kind of like a time or energy vampire, someone who could have been trying to take from you and just take from you, and they didn't really care what you wanted. This could also be saying, because you're walking away with this Eight of Cups, it's more you're doing it for yourself. Like, you needed this. Like, this was for you. Not in like a selfish way or self-centered way, but in a, like, you deserve this kind of way here, Capricorn. Like, you're doing this for yourself. You're moving on from something that, has been holding you back, or something that's been hurting you here. And with this Two of Swords, I feel like this was a tough decision. It's kind of you getting out of your comfort zone here. You moving on to new lands, you moving on to new things here, which I think is absolutely beautiful. I love it when people do that. I love it when people realize that something isn't right for them and it's time to make a change, or it's time to move on, right? I feel like folks sometimes get a little too caught up in, like, oh, I'm just gonna stay and do the same old thing all the time, right? It gets a little bit annoying. Well, a little bit annoying, but it gets a little bit like it just gets you kind of feeling like everything's just bland, right? It just kind of wears you out. So I feel like, yeah, moving on, especially because you deserve it or you needed it. So we got the Queen of Swords here. Obviously, you saw clearly, like, this situation needed to happen. You needed this change. Three of Swords, cutting out something that no longer serves you. That's beautiful. And the Tower, a big time change here. So this wasn't something light that you came from. Like, this was definitely something hefty, but it's something that had to happen, right? The Tower talks about a big time change for you. It's all about, moving on from something that has to happen in order for you to get to where you want to be, right? Because everyone, in order to get through the Tower, number 16, we have to go through the Tower moment, have a Tower moment in our lives to get to the Star, which is in your present, which is great. But along with that, we've got Temperance and Death here. And this is a big change here for you at this time. Like, there's some sort of cycle coming into an end. Maybe this is sort of you taking more of a put me first kind of mentality, like, no matter what the situation is, and not necessarily in like a hurtful way, because we still have the Three of Pentacles here, which is talking about you cooperating, but in a way that it's like, I'm not going to put others ahead of me if it harms me, right? I'm not going to put others ahead of me if it doesn't benefit me, right? Like, if this helps me out, then obviously I will help this person out first, or I will help them out because I want to help them out. But I'm not going to just constantly take what people are giving or let people take from me, which I love that. That's great. Again, with this Temperance card here too, this is really saying, like, we're being open-minded, we're being experimental, we're willing to try different things, right? And we got here, you can see the angels sort of dipping their toe into the water, saying, like, oh, we'll try a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, not being afraid, but getting kind of a feel for things at this time and willing to try new and different things here, because you're trying to get to where you want to be. And of course, we got the Star here, which is your wishes coming true. If you haven't made a wish, if you don't have something actively right now, you're like, oh man, I really want that to come true, I want you to pause the video right now and make a wish. But if not, if you got something you're trying to focus on, this is great. This is you really going for it, making a change, trying to move forward to achieve your wishes, achieve your goals here. So let's get a clarifier going here, see if we can see what's happening here, get a little more detail on it. All right, what do we got for you, Capricorn, we got the King of Swords. Now, is this a relationship sort of thing? Maybe you've left a past relationship and now you're really focusing on finding someone you want to be with, because we also have the Queen of Swords out here now. And again, Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work, and there's no greater team than two people in love. So I feel like maybe that's, for some of you out there, that is kind of where we're heading. You're trying to find a person, you're trying to find the right person for you. Could also just be saying as well, you still have that clarity and you're very focused on like, this is what I need to do in order to achieve my goals as well. So the Hangman, again, with that Temperance card, trying new perspectives, trying new ideas. I feel like this is a very blessed time for you. The Hangman here having that halo around his head, signifying he is blessed by the knowledge, by the perspective he's gained here. And the Two of Cups. So definitely for a lot of you, it's probably love. But not for everybody, of course, as it's a general reading. But for others, it could be just saying this is a balancing energy where you're kind of balancing the scales. Like things are a little more focused on you now, because this is kind of you balancing out, because you've been so focused on someone else as well before. But for those looking for love, the Two of Cups is a soulmate type connection. So that looks fantastic. In the future, I love this. I love this because we got the Judgment, the Sad Squirrel, and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is great. The Sad Squirrel is generally someone who is like, someone who like they kind of, you can see here, he's got a club in his hand. He's like, you ain't coming after my stuff, right? He's got his stash in the tree there. He's like, you're not coming after mine. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep what's mine. And you know, there's this whole storm cloud and broody energy over here. And I feel like this is kind of like, this could have been you, right? This could have been you if you had kept up this past energy, if you had kept in that past situation. And now with the Judgment card, it's a revitalization. It's like you being brought back, you kind of having a new lease on life, being recharged here, whether this is recharged to find love, this is recharged to start up some sort of new business, recharged to start up a new job, or, you know, a new lease on just everything in your life at this time. And with the Wheel of Fortune here as well, I feel like this is very lucky time it for you. I feel like you're making your own luck. You're going out there, you're doing what you need to do here, Capricorn. It looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. It's we're being revitalized. We're really coming into our own here. I love it. Let's clarify this, and then we'll get on to your oracle cards here. We got a hot mess piling out there. I'll take pop-outs, but not when they come out in clumps like that. That's too many messages, I feel. Too many messages. We need one specific one here. Death again, yeah. Definitely committed to that change. This is not going to be, you're not a sad squirrel no more. You're a happy squirrel. Five of Cups as well. You're not focusing on the negative. You're trying to find different ways. You can see here, we got that Five of Cups. Those three cups have been knocked over here. And really, this guy's kind of focusing on the negative. He's focused on what's been lost. He's focusing on the bad here. But with Judgment, it's like a revitalization, right? Because some of the story of the Five of Cups is this person, the wine that's spilled out of the cups, is to say like he's lost his taste for it. He no longer has a taste for wine, and he looks so sad about this. But with Judgment, you got this revitalization. It's almost as if you're getting fresh eyes, fresh perspective on something maybe in the past that you were denied before, and now you're like, oh no, there is something here. Actually, there is something beautiful. I am revitalizing my taste for wine, whatever that may be. In this case, maybe it's love, because maybe you were getting out of a bad relationship, but now you're seeing like not everyone's like that. And the Knight of Cups. Prince or Princess Charming coming in for you. You're going to find them. They're trying to find you too. I love that both, on how I see it here, they're both moving towards the future. They're both facing forwards, both Death and the Knight of Cups here. What's also beautiful about the Knight of Cups, aside from those who are looking for love, with Prince or Princess Charming coming in for you, divine counterparts with the Two of Cups, the King and Queen of Swords here. The Knight of Cups can also just be you looking for your dreams, trying to find those things you want to come true in your life. You can see here this sort of river in front of the Knight of Cups, and it's to represent that your dreams are on the other side, and the only one that's going to let you get to them, let you cross the river, is you. You have to do it yourself. So I feel like you're on your way. You're heading across that river. You're not hesitating. You're like, all right, I'm going after what I want. I've been held back too long from whatever this was, or I'm going after love, or whatever it is. I was held back by bad relationships, bad situations before, and I know what a good one looks like now, because it's not that, right? So that looks fantastic. Let's look at your oracle card to tie this all off, Capricorn. See what we got going on for you here. What have we got for our lovely Capricorns here? Oh, we got the Giraffe Spirit see the big picture. And that's great, because I feel like that's really kind of the mode you're taking here with this change of perspective, this change in ideology, this change in your life. Is like you're like saying, no, I'm not going to look at things in a micro way that like this one person treated me bad. It's like, yeah, I ran into like one bad person here, or I ran into a bad situation or something, but that in the grand scheme of things, that only took like the tiniest little sliver of my life, of my time. In the future, I'm going to find someone or something that's going to make me feel fulfilled. You know, it's going to make all this seem even less. So it's going to, you know, make time stand still almost. So, which is funny. I have that song stuck in my head as I was saying that by Rush, Time Stands Still. So maybe go give that a check out after this. But yeah, it just looks like you're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at like, I want to work with others. You know, I'm going to focus on my strengths. I'm going to focus on the good. I'm going to change it up. I'm not going to focus on the bad or the lacking of something. And instead, I'm going to revitalize the good in me and revitalize the love, you know. So I hope that helped you out. Hope that resonated with you, Capricorn. If you'll help out the channel, hitting that like button, leaving a comment down below. Lets me and YouTube know you like what I do here. Subscribing to the channel if you really like what I do here, so you stick around with the community and join us on this journey. And of course, you can check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos after this one and see what all's coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Capricorn, next time.